Hey folks, welcome back to Tower Tech. As promised in the video that I've just uploaded, doing a little bit more Battlefields. Played a couple of games earlier on today and you'll have to take my word for it, but I came second in a game. Very frustratingly, my beloved was watching very anxiously over my shoulder as I foolishly ran over the chap that was left and got a shotgun to the back of the head. So yeah, still on the hunt for that chicken dinner, quite literally, not metaphorically. Really not sure how people are managing to set fire to themselves in the plane. That's I assume it's because there's a chap with an arrow in his head there. I think it's because they've been set fire to in the lobby area. Still many of the folk jumping out the second that we get over land. Find ourselves a nice quiet spot. There was another chap still in the aircraft. Can't see him though. Misjudged that landing a little bit because I was distracted looking into the sky. It's okay because there he is. Two over there. This is not the greatest landing in the world. They're almost certainly going to get guns before we do. Lesson learned, getting distracted, looking in the sky. Welcome to those who've just joined the live stream. Hope you're having a very pleasant Sunday evening. We've got two chaps over to the east. Hopefully they'll kill each other off or certainly hurt each other before they get anywhere near me. Okay, not quite what I was hoping for. There's normally a real lovely abundance of weaponry up on this metal rigging up here. It's a little bit of a risk going up there because you're exposed and you're out in the open. But why the devil not, eh? Some weapons, not attachments. Backpack. I've got a pan. Oh, it's on now. All going on with the pan. Here we go. Gunshots. 2x scope. Not going to be massively helpful with the pistol, but hopefully it will become more applicable. Here we go. Oh, very nice. Wow. Excellent. Given that our landing was not brilliant, we had a little trek to do. That's not too bad a start. Frag grenade, level 2 backpack, okay. Take the bullet loops. I do like a shotgun for slightly more close quarters. And speak of the devil. Bad. That's not too bad. We're in the circle. Not a bad start. We really could do with a helmet. Could jump up that. Oh, some shots. That's shot right over our head. Where's he? Where is he? Get behind one of these trees. Where was he? He must be moving towards us because the shield is coming in that direction. Can't see him. It's kind of become a mute point as we drop over the ridge. Oh, 60 left already. Slaughter. Messy, messy. Mark, I am most certainly having a nice glass of wine. Cheers to you. Happy Sunday evening. It's not a great spot. Keep moving. Not at all sure what happened to that chappie. I feel like I'm fixating too much behind me. Be more more concerned about who might be in these buildings in front of us. Bandage ourselves up. Down to 55 already. That's pretty rapid. Okay, great. We've got a motorcycle helmet. A little bit of protection. Level 2 backpack. Nice. Oh, we actually had a level 2 backpack already. Shank. We'll get that on our shotgun. More shots fired. It's clear. Now a pair of sunglasses, looking cool. Oh, not a bad little treasure trove of stuff in here. We're well inside the circle. We're going to have to make the move over the bridge in a minute, so we're going to start thinking about getting ourselves a vehicle. It's a scar. Get that shut. Comes in, we can hear them. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Oh, do I stick with... the M4, or do I stay with the scar? You know what? I'm going to stick with the M4. It's in the house. Oh, what happened there? Was that some lag or a glitch? What's that crouched with the shotgun? Should have killed him in a second. Oh, a little bit disappointed with that. Okay, well, get ourselves into a new game. Heard him coming, heard his footsteps. We were well equipped as well, that is disappointing. A slug of wine, a deep breath, and we get ready for our next game. Am I playing this on the water-cooled PC or the backup PC? I am playing this on the water-cooled PC. I've played some of these games on the streaming PC. to be fair, there's not, certainly from a CPU perspective, from a streaming perspective, not masses of difference between the two PCs. The Ryzen 1700 doing a very admirable job of coping with the stream. I've got dual 1080s in the watercool PC, so the graphical performance is superior on that PC versus the 1070, but the 1070 still does an admirable job. You know, and given that this is a game in early release, it's pretty reasonably well optimized by all accounts. Actually, much better a game in an early release than some of the completed games are when they're actually fully released. I think that chappie that killed us in the last game was the same chappie who'd fired some shots across from us from the military base. Here we go, getting down to the ground fast. Getting these buildings and get some gear. There's a couple of fairly sizable buildings there, so be some reasonable loot. A few chaps over there to the north. Otherwise, I think we're... Oh, there's a chappie there, okay. This is going to be the race to get the gun first. And it's us. The Russian. That's unlucky for him. He just did not have a weapon. He had a full-time scope though, which we'll happily have. That's unlucky, that's frustrating. I would have been frustrated if I was him. I bet there's probably something in this building as well. Probably just very unluckily happened to head to the wrong room. Rushing him was the right thing to do though. Him out before he could become a threat. Oh, where are the stairs? I'm going round in circles. Shut that. Yeah, this is a reasonably sized house. There'll be something in here. Some nice loot for us to have. There's often some good stuff on these balconies. There's a car there. With finding a shotgun. Shotgun would be good. Yes, nice. Shabby. Vest, nice. It's not a bad start again. It's all about the quick loot. Vehicle again. An awful lot of noise out there. There he is. Shot off into the distance. Some sort of handbrake turns or something. Level 2 vest. Nice. That'll do. Lots of shots going off. Okay. Well inside the circle. Do you know what? We are going to do a little bit of camping, I'm afraid, guys. Just a smidge. Far too many people near us at the moment. We'll let them thin the herd a little bit. Nice, that's what we needed. Gun. Stay alive. Right next to the red zone. Hopefully that'll do a bit of thinning of the herd as well. 59 alive. All gone very quiet. Don't let that kid you. They are there. Doing exactly what I'm doing, which is camping out the window looking for easy kills. Think about where we're going to make a move to next. Probably here or here. Be my guess as to what's in the circle. I was planning to do this as a duo stream with my beloved this evening, but unfortunately she's feeling a smidge under the weather, so I'm doing this just on my own at the moment. She's actually not bad at this game. I think our our banter and our chatter would amuse you guys. Oh, we're in the red zone. We're definitely not going to be going out the house for a second. A bit of a calculated risk, but that looks like it's paid off for us. Yeah, that's paid off quite nicely for us. More shots in the distance there. 48 left alive. And the 46, they're dropping like flies at the moment. Suspect we're going to have to move fairly soon. Hear a vehicle outside. Jay says he can't get his wife to pick up a controller. I consider myself very lucky in many, many, many ways with my beloved. Notwithstanding the fact that she puts up with me on a daily basis. But yes, she is absolutely prepared to play computer games. Okay, so as predicted, we're now outside of the zone. I have to think about making a move. One of the changes, I mentioned this in one of my other videos, one of the changes that they're bringing in with one of the patches that's coming at the end of June is that you're going to be able to vault straight out of windows, which is going to be fab. At the moment, the only way in and out of a house is through the doors. Which in itself then becomes a strategic play. Just grabbed the vehicle and gone. 38 left. We've got a few moments left before we need to make a move. We haven't got that far really to go. So I am going to bide my moment. Awful lot of activity around where we are at the moment. Those that are watching, have any of you got any thoughts on the raising debate between the X299 platform and the X399 platform? The Threadripper CPUs from AMD? Any particular thoughts on the high-end enthusiast line? Always, I'm very happy to share my thoughts, which is, of course, you should definitely be waiting until we see what comes from AMD. I mean, it's built on the Ryzen platform, so given the socket size and the dimensions, it looks like it's two Ryzen CPUs basically bolted onto each other. Are out there. Okay, we're gonna have to make our move. Ooh. Got stuck on a rock. Ooh, where's he? Oh, come on! This is not starting well this evening, chaps, but that's just going to make me more determined. Should have waited those extra moments. Right, one more match for this evening. And then I am going to go and chill out. He was sneakily looking out a window waiting for people to move. I have very, very sharp eyes on this game. This is the beauty of this game, though. Really, I mean, you're out of one game and you're straight into the next. Very seamless. Never feels frustrating. The Tommy gun. See, this is a great weapon. Only available from crate drops. Not been fortunate enough to pick one up yet, but that's a beautiful weapon. Pretty accurate as well. Okay, this is the one, guys. Here we go. This is the one. No particular company to speak of. That's good. We'll have a good, reasonable opportunity to loot. One over there to the west. We are in here on our own, which is great. Someone just died with a punch. Someone just died by machete. Get ourselves a weapon. Cycle helmet. Thank you. I have to say the crossbow is just about the worst weapon that I've ever used. Rate of fire is atrocious. Reload rate is atrocious. It's pretty powerful actually when it hits something, but still not got ourselves a weapon. Plenty of places to go, and I think we're not too far from. Here we go. Uzi, not the best weapon in the game, but certainly better than nothing. Sure, there must be something reasonable in here. And there is. Oh, here we go. Much better. Some shots out in the distance. Yeah, it's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Oh, suppressor. Suppressors are nice in this game. You can become almost like a Terminator with a suppressor. No one knows where you are. We're going to keep those chokes just in case we pick up a shotgun. We need to think about starting to make a move. There were a couple of chappies over to the west now. Whether they're still there, whether they've moved, whether they've killed each other off, who knows? It's at this bit when you get out in the open like this is when you become vulnerable. If there's someone in a house who's taking pot shots of you, it becomes near on impossible to actually see them. the weather would be one of my observations for this game. They do have different weather that they can apply. Doesn't change dynamically throughout the course of the game, which would be nice. Grenade, nice. That'll do. You get out in these wide open spaces with very little cover. There's a buggy down there. We'll happily take that. We can start to think about getting off the beaten path. Getting yourself away from the trajectory of the aircraft, where it's flown over, definitely helps to start to free up a little bit of space. That's not great, is it? I've never been here before. Like some sort of logging place. Some more vehicles in here, actually. Never seen this before. New area. Let's have a little explore. The loot looks unlooted at the moment. Oh, hello. Shotgun for that end game, should we need it? Some fuel, thank you. No, the rest we do not need. Wow, that red zone sounds remarkably close given how far away it actually is. Got to give the game developers credit where credit's due. The map is nicely designed. It doesn't feel like something that's been auto-generated off of an algorithm. There's some care and there's some love that have gone into that. Flipping buggy over was a bit of a rookie mistake, if I'm honest with you guys, but we're still in the game. Oh, wonder what sort of country these houses were based on. Very, very peculiar. It's almost like some sort of flat. Oh, hello. What have we here? It's better. What sort of odd little room is this? I mean, what would you actually put in this room? Okay, we're going to have to think about moving. We are quite far from the zone. We haven't got our buggy anymore, which is frustrating. Well, really to blame but ourselves for that. 43 left alive. Really could do with a vehicle. We've got quite the hike to make. I've only been killed a couple of times by the by being outside of the zone. Blinking frustrating because one of the times it happened we were actually in a pretty good game by all accounts. Really tempted to loot that building, but just don't think we've got the time. And it's running past the buildings like that, that's when you're taking a risk, really. And this is strategically an awful position. I mean, I'm relatively comfortable that there's probably not that many people that landed in this particular portion of the map, but, you know, we're exposed, we're open, we're running past some windows. It would be very, very difficult to return fire. That's the beauty of this game, really. That very, very, very simple, subtle mechanic of that force field moving in slowly over a period of time just stops the game getting boring. This is a, you know, by a multiplayer game standard, this is a relatively challenging game. If you're bored of Battlefield 1, Battlefront, and you're looking for something to stretch your capability that little bit more, then this will certainly do that. Another one of those weird houses over there. Never been up on... there's a tall... a kind of like radio tower on top of that small hill over there. Never actually been up there. I've heard that there's some good loot up there. I guess that's kind of round about there. Indeed, there's a radio tower up there. Oh, and I'm curious. Have a little explore up the radio tower and see what we can find. And there's nothing up there. Our survey said... We need to get moving. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Nearly took a plummet to our death then. I think they need to work on the mechanics of coming downstairs a little bit. All of this looks completely unlooted. But we need to do a whole load of looting now. I think we're reasonably well equipped. With a vehicle, motorcycle would be perfect right now. Getting into a reasonably small map now. Those noises, the noise of the aircraft coming overhead, the mortars raining down, really does help to cover your footsteps approaching. M16, pretty nicely kitted. The Matrix coat to go with it, well, all on now. We don't need the 12 gauge, we've given up on that. That was a nice little little stop. 33 alive. Just about managing to keep ahead of the force field, which is great. In one of these sort of mushroom buildings. $29 alive, down to the last 30. Eight times scope. Have the level 2 helmet and we'll have the 8x scope. Thank you very much. I had one of those before. We have got the holographic scope so that we can swap out later as well. We could do some nice sniping with that. Let's get ourselves up on the hill. Let them kill each other off. This is not camping, by the way, guys. This is... it's strategically... Well, no, okay. It's camping. It's one of the nice features about this game, actually. You know, it mixes up aggressive, direct play with cowardice, effectively. But who's the bigger fool? The fool who charges in, or the fool who waits and lives to fight another day? No, shots are over to the west. Now, there's quite the gunfight going on over there. We're down to the last 20. 18 left alive. Now, there's a rock. Couple of rocks there that we can make our move between. 1 minute until they restrict the play area. Well, there's a hell of a gunfight. 15, we're down to the last 15. See if we can make the last 10. Better yet, get ourselves some chicken dinner. Team left. Whoa, that's close. That was close. 13 left alive. Someone very close to the north-northeast. We've got 10 seconds to move. Where the hell are they? That was close. And they've definitely got the up and up on us. Gonna have to move. Oi! Go, 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 go! Oh, we're so... Yeah! Oh. Were we last 10? No, we were 11. We were so close to the last 10. I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him. He spotted us. He had the up on us. That didn't feel quite as good as the last game. And very frustratingly, the games that I played that I wasn't recording went a whole heap better than that. Guys, I'm going to leave it there for this evening. I hope you're having a very pleasant Sunday evening wherever in the world you are. And I'll see you in my next video.